On this Sugar Showdown, we're looking for the best donuts. 3 daring donut makers fry it out in our kitchen.
This is a fun presentation. It's adventurous.
What were you on when you were making this?
Do their donuts have the goods to win the Sugar Showdown title?
These are awesome.
And win $10,000.
Woo, baby!
Bakers, start your ovens. Here are our donut makers. Joe Ross runs North Lime Coffee and Donuts in Lexington, Kentucky. He fell in love with baking as a kid and wants to share that love with us now.
If we win this competition, we are going to get a new fryer, and that is going to make everyone so happy.
Joshua Griffin is a self-taught baker from Dallas, Texas, whose love of barbecue translates into his intense flavors at Hypnotic Donuts.
There's nobody that makes a better yeast donut than this guy right here.
Shona House from Rogersville, Tennessee, runs Faith Baked Cakes. After a personal tragedy, friends and neighbors rallied around her to help her build her bakery.
I don't want to let my community down because I owe it to them, and I want to take home that $10,000.
Welcome to the Showdown. Your first challenge is to make donuts using this mystery ingredient. Pineapple.
I immediately have an idea about how to work with pineapple.
We'll be judging you on look, taste, and creativity. You got 45 minutes on the clock. Your time starts now.
Cinnamon, where's cinnamon? Cinnamon, cinnamon.
My thing when it comes to making donuts is kiss, keep it simple, sweetie. So I'm making a spiced cake donut with a pineapple raspberry glaze.
Shaking, 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 shaking.
And we're going to put pineapple ice cream in the center of it, and we're going to top it with toasted coconut.
How do you want these sliced up?
We're going to blend them up in a blender.
What else do we need? What else do we need?
I want there to be pineapple in every bite for the judges. You're gonna help me get my cake together? We're gonna do a pineapple spice cake with a pineapple glaze, and we can do a cream cheese orange drizzle.
I'm gonna start grating the carrots.
All right.
You're going to cut the pineapple, and I'll get the spices going.
Perfect.
The donut starts off with our spice cake pineapple donut. We glaze that with our pineapple glaze, drizzle it with our rum molasses drizzle, and then put a nice little piece of grilled pineapple on top.
Watch your hands.
I will.
It's not gluttoned up. What the heck is going on with that?
We're having a little bit of trouble blending the pineapple because I think Lee has cut the pineapple a little bit too big.
We got to get some lime juice in this.
Let's meet our judges. World-renowned pastry chef Elizabeth Falkner. Chef and product developer Sharone Hakman. Owner of San Antonio's Bird Bakery, Elizabeth Chambers. It seems like they're all sort of making spiced cake donuts. Where's the originality there?
Great minds from the South think alike.
I really think that the cinnamon and nutmeg is kind of, that's just too easy.
At the end of the day, that's gonna come down to flavor. It could be a beautiful, beautiful donut.
Come on, come on. Come on, you can do it, Lee!
How much pineapple do you need?
5 ounces. I'm having Krista wring out the pineapple to get some of the moisture out. If the batter's too moist, it can cause the dough to split apart.
All right, we got the pineapple going in. We're going to take dried pineapple and put that into our cake batter here. Pineapple is 80 to 90% water, and as we know, oil and water don't mix.
No one likes exploding pineapple.
That's true.
I've got to get to work on the ice cream. All right, here we go. Nitrogen. That's the wow factor.
Woo, it's freezing it up.
Got to make sure that you blast it enough with the nitrogen so the consistency is able to scoop.
Put a little pineapple in it.
Woo, it's coming together. We are showing off just a little bit, but in my book, it's either run with the big dogs or sit on the porch and watch.
Fresh pineapple ice cream. That should top off a donut good.
I'm gonna use a little orange juice to loosen up the glaze.
All right.
All right. I think it needs more pineapple.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta hurry up, Josh.
Powdered sugar going in for the drizzle. So I'm making a rum drizzle to go on top because, you know, rum and pineapple taste great together. I'm gonna throw some more rum in there. It's not quite as dark as I'd like. And molasses, that's a Kentucky thing too. So rum and molasses taste great together, and it's gonna accomplish the color that I want for the donut.
Lee, I got the coconut. I got the coconut. Lee, are you listening?
I heard you, coconut. You got the coconut. You got the coconut.
Physically, I'm excited and I'm pumped up and I'm ready to go. I just hope that because I'm so high-strung that I don't end up overdoing it. How they doing? How they doing?
They're looking good so far.
Okay, don't turn them too soon. I want a perfect donut.
Test batch going in.
All right, sweet. Aaron drops the first few donuts in the fryer, and they're sticking to the bottom, and we know that is not a good thing.
They're just sticking to the bottom.
Are they? Okay, kick that fryer up some.
They look awful, Krista.
Do they really?
Yep. The batter's too moist. The donuts are all balled up.
Oh, they're dead.
Yeah. This is not gonna work out.
Ten minutes. That's all you have left is 10 minutes.
They look awful.
All right, so
Plan B today, Krista, is fritter balls.
way better. Plan B is always okay.
We bring the donut out, and I taste test it. I don't know, they're a little dry. Nobody wants to eat a dry donut.
Well, add the glaze and stuff to it, and it'll probably help it a little bit.
Are you sure?
I hope so.
This
That's all
is
we can
it.
do. That's all we can do.
I want to win this. I can't let all the people back in Tennessee down.
The cake is doing pretty well.
Our batter comes together, and I can see pieces of dried pineapple in the batter itself. We might as well taste it.
Is that one ready?
I knew I had a big problem when I had to go to Plan B. And it is not ready at all. Although it wasn't the plan to begin with, Chris is injecting these donuts with the cream cheese and orange honey.
So Joshua's frying these things, and he still needs to fill them.
Yeah, it's never good to pipe filling into a donut while it's still hot.
It's still hot.
Not quite sure of Shona's flavor combination. She has some raspberry with the pineapple,
Lord, I'm a nervous wreck.
You're always nervous, Rick.
and then the spices on top of all of that. I just cannot see that working.
Yeehaw, we got it.
We got 2 minutes, Josh.
I cannot believe I'm still frying donuts with just 2 minutes left.
Josh, help me. Huh? Josh, help me.
Hurry up.
I'm hurrying.
We got to make sure that we scoop the ice cream out into the center of the donut. Hopefully it doesn't melt before it gets to the judges. Fingers crossed.
10, 9, 8,
There, look at
7,
that.
6, 5,
Is that too
4,
much?
No, that's good.
3, 2,
That looks perfection.
1. That's it. End of round 1.
Woo! Down low, yeah.
I asked you to make a donut using our mystery ingredient, pineapple. Joe, tell us about your donut.
What I have for you is a spiced pineapple cake donut with a pineapple glaze, a molasses rum drizzle, and grilled pineapple on top of the donut.
I'm not getting the pineapple in the cake,
Okay.
but I love the cake.
Oh, thank
So
you.
having the pineapple in the glaze, having the pineapple on top, I'm happy on the pineapple front.
I think it's really pretty in the presentation, but I do find it might be a little bit greasy.
Okay.
Joshua.
We did a cake fritter ball. Inside, it's injected with orange honey and cream cheese, and it has pineapple in the dough and in the glaze.
I think where you missed right here is on the presentation.
Okay.
Big time. I eat with my eyes first, and I want to see something. I want to get excited about eating it, right? You didn't give me that.
I did get a lot of flavor in the cream cheese frosting. I love that. And for a Plan B, it's not too bad.
Thank you.
Shona.
What I did for you today was a simple old-fashioned donut. It was a spiced cake donut. We put a little fresh pineapple puree into that. We also made a fresh pineapple glaze that also had raspberry in it. And then we put some pineapple ice cream on top and topped it with toasted coconut.
First of all, I love that you made ice cream to go with your donut. It's not something that people typically do, but I just love that you have the guts to pull out some liquid nitrogen and make an ice cream for it. I also really like this sort of raspberry glaze just because it makes it a little prettier.
Shona. This is a fun presentation. It's adventurous. The donut isn't exactly like I would love it to be. It's just when you break it, it kind of just breaks into a piece. I want my donut to tear. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys. Head back to your stations while they deliberate.
We don't come from a culinary background. We've had to learn all this on our own, and that makes me nervous.
I think the saving grace with these donuts is that they actually taste good.
I want everybody to know that the time that they've invested in me is well worth it.
The judges have reached a decision. Joshua, it's too bad we didn't get to try your Plan A donut. Your Plan B was just not good enough. I'm sorry, you're out of the showdown.
All right, thank you. I just really couldn't get that donut together. Ultimately, that's what sent me home today.
In the final challenge, you need to make 2 different donuts. Your theme for this challenge is St. Patrick's Day, and your donuts must be sandwiches. You have 90 minutes on the clock. Your time starts now.
When I think about St. Patrick's Day, I think about pot of gold, rainbow, rainbow. Then all of a sudden I'm thinking, okay, rainbow donut. I'm doing a buttermilk donut that's got color to it with mascarpone honey glaze filled with a pistachio buttercream, and half of it's gonna be dipped in chocolate. And then you're talking about a sandwich. Why not do an ice cream sandwich or an ice cream whoopie pie? So I decided to do the nitrogen ice cream again. You don't think it's too much?
Not too much.
I'm making a key lime donut. Lee's making me an old-fashioned donut batter that I'm going to infuse with key limes. Graham crackers, here they are. We're going to make a graham cracker ice cream. Come on now. That is just a nice, smooth vanilla ice cream. And then we're gonna grind up some graham cracker crumbs and put in there. Kids love it. Woohoo!
So when I think of St. Patrick's Day, I think of stout beers. So I'm making a chocolate stout cake donut with a stout green beer glaze and add some Irish whiskey buttercream in the middle.
Who doesn't like whiskey?
That's what I'm saying.
Non-whiskey drinkers, that's it.
So in Ireland, one of the most popular sandwiches are corned beef sandwiches. So that led to our second idea. We'll do like an Irish take on the Monte Cristo
Favorite sandwich.
Okay, so we'll do corned beef. I want there to be some cheddar cheese on this corned beef donut. Aaron makes this wonderful cranberry sauce. Cranberries, orange zest, orange juice, and sugar. We're gonna add that to our donut.
It's gonna be delicious.
I like the idea of this Monte Cristo sandwich as a donut.
When you hear an Irish theme, it's really easy to automatically think of stout, Irish whiskey. You have to remember the gold aspect, the rainbow aspect.
Colors of the rainbow.
Shona has fun when she bakes. I love that.
So I'm getting all my bowls together and I'm putting a different color of coloring in each bowl of batter. And then you gotta put it in pastry bags and then you gotta pop it out. And I'm hoping that I can get all this done in the right amount of time. Come on, just a little is all I need. Got it.
We'll do a couple testers, see where it's at after that.
Aaron fills up the hopper with our chocolate stout cake batter, drops it into the fryer. They pop up and they look awesome. Yeah, those look great.
Both of these 350, we're baking, not frying, because I can use a little bit more time to add extra elements into it if we bake. Okay, now I gotta get the glaze going.
We're deciding to make square donuts for the Monte Cristo sandwich. All right, corned beef's done.
We've got 24 going. We'll try one out and see what happens.
I grab one of the donuts and I do a test run. Aaron, it's a little too hot, my friend.
Burning?
Yeah.
That, you know we can't have any waste, right?
I burnt it, and we only have 24 donuts.
We got 24.
Donut makers, you have 15 minutes left.
We only have 23 donuts. We need one more. This is literally my worst nightmare.
Emergency donut. Scrap should work, right?
Huh?
Said scrap should work, right?
Yeah. Aaron's got a good idea. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can get another donut. Use the scraps. We have to get focused. We need to kick it into high gear.
Woohoo! These look okay. The rainbow donut, I think, is looking pretty good. We've got to have some gold in there, right? Because there's always a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So I'm thinking roll out some fondant, cut the circles, and we'll paint them gold.
I need some more cheese, buddy.
Okay.
So I'm grating some more.
You grading it?
Yes, sir.
Great. We're cutting it close.
All right, last one. That was a close call.
I am making a pistachio buttercream to go into my rainbow donut. Lee, something's going on with this. See what you think. I'm thinking this is just, it's not sweet.
Powdered sugar.
Is that what you think it is?
Yep.
So we have to incorporate more powdered sugar in it. Gonna freehand it, like my grandmother used to do. Hers always tasted good at the end of the day.
5 minutes left. 5 minutes to 10 grand.
Where are you, Lee?
I know we're gonna put some green glaze on our chocolate stout donuts, like maybe the color of a shamrock. And when we got it on there, it looked beautiful.
Whoa, that's green. Looking great.
It's time to put the ice cream in, and then once I put the ice cream in, I want you to drizzle the marshmallow over top, okay? We are assembling our key lime donut. I take the ice cream that we made and we put a scoop of that onto the bottom part of the sandwich, and then I'm going to put a marshmallow glaze on top of that. Okay, we gotta get them in the freezer. They're not gonna hold up. They're not gonna hold up. I'm overwhelmed. I feel like I've been overambitious. I've got too much going on, too many irons in the fire.
When the chocolate's supposed to go on the bottom of the other ones, the lime ones?
This is the rainbow, the pot of gold's with the rainbow.
Okay, go.
Why would you think?
I'm got it backwards.
Lord, you're getting me all confused.
I got it backwards.
These donuts are gonna be filled with an Irish whiskey. That's what it is, right?
That's the Irish
whiskey buttercream?
Yep.
And throw that on in there.
So we have chocolate, beer, whiskey, and we have a coffee liqueur. Awesome flavors together. Everybody likes a little coffee liqueur.
Ah, they're falling apart, Lee! They really are. We've got to hurry. I'm about to have a heart attack. I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. We're freaking out trying to get the donuts back into the freezer. Oh no, is the door gonna shut? So that the ice cream can set up and so the donuts don't collapse. Hurry, 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 hurry. Lee is the best guy to keep me calm down. Lee never gets tore up about anything. Hey, what's up with that?
Watch yourself.
I was a little nervous about how they were gonna look, but for some reason, as soon as we put the dollops of cranberry on the donut, they look awesome. The last thing we need to get on there is just a little bit of powdered sugar to give it the full Monte Cristo effect.
Sweet.
I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared.
10, 9,
Come on,
8,
don't worry, come on.
7.
I've seen worse donuts.
6, 5, 4, 3,
Just do it.
2, 1. That's it. Time's up, and one of you is about to win $10,000. Shona, Joe, we asked you to make 2 different donuts, and your theme for this challenge is St. Patrick's Day. Both those donuts need to be a sandwich. Joe, tell us about your donuts.
The first donut you have is a Monte Cristo sandwich donut. That's a cranberry sauce. It's cranberries, sugar, and orange juice. Our second donut is a chocolate stout cake donut with a green beer glaze. For the middle part, we used an Irish whiskey and then a coffee liqueur drizzle on top.
Hope you guys are still sober over there.
I think what you did with the stout was extraordinary. The flavor came through. It helped. It's moist. It's delicious. Well done there.
Thank you.
The cheese was a little underwhelming. And I'm just gonna show you my cheese situation over here.
It's not a lot of cheese.
There's not a lot of cheese. You either go big or go home.
Thank you.
Shona,
I did a rainbow donut. It has a buttercream filling inside of it. Then I dipped half of it in chocolate, and then I decorated it with a fondant coin. Then I did a key lime donut. It has a marshmallow glaze. I also decided to go again with the ice cream. It's a vanilla ice cream with graham crackers, and I topped it with a fondant shamrock.
What were you on when you were making this? Like, it just catches your eye, right? The texture of the cake, it's fantastic. It's soft, it comes apart, it's great.
The problem I'm having is that I'm not getting any lime. Love the concept, but I'm not getting lime, I'm not getting acidity, and it just kind of, I went like,
Okay, thank you.
well, donut makers, it's time for the judges to decide whose donuts will win the pot of gold. So, guys, how do we even decide?
It's a really tough call because I think both Joe and Shona made some totally festive St. Patrick's Day donuts.
I love, love, love what Joe did. I loved the Monte Cristo sandwich. I thought the fact that he turned his donuts upside down and inside out was so smart.
It was ambitious. I give him an A for that, right? But in terms of flavor, it fell short for me.
I love that cranberry in there. I think that's what makes that donut.
Can we just talk about the fact that Joe's donut might be the ugliest donut I've ever seen?
The green one.
The green one. It's like army green filled with neon slime.
Yeah.
Delicious slime.
Delicious.
I think Shona's donuts are so fun to look at. I feel like it's just too sweet.
I gotta give it to Shona on the creativity front. On flavor alone, they were just average. I was expecting key lime. I wanted it to punch me in the face, right? It didn't.
All right, well, with all that being said, have you decided whose donuts you're taking to a St. Patty's Day party?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think we have.
Joe, your stout donut had us raising our glasses to St. Patrick. Shona, your rainbow donut showed daring creativity. And the winner of this sugar showdown is Joe.
Good job.
Congrats. Good job.
We won $10,000. I can't believe we won. I'm so excited.
Good job.
Gonna get a new fryer for our store. It was fun. We had a really good time.
Yeah.